What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris with game number 3 between Rox.Kis and VP. Now, I just went through the entire draft, and then I realized I didn't hit my record button, so oops. Oops, I'm accidentally the draft, but I'm not going to go over it again because I quite honestly don't want to repeat everything again. So let's just go over what we have on each side. VP finally got their hands on the Lone Druid, which has been banned out in the previous games. Also going to go for that Lifestealer as well as Shadow Demon, following that up with the Lina and the Night Stalker. So they do have some pretty good setup with the Shadow Demon as well as Lina, Lifestealer, some pretty high damage nukes going in that way. And VP with this Night Stalker pick, signifying that they want to be fairly aggressive towards the side of VP. And Night Stalker is a pretty good pick for the enemy side, which has a PL on it. I believe it was Keeper of the Light, Bane, then PL being picked up for Rox.Kis in that order, then Clock, and then Storm Spirit, if my 5-minute memory serves accurately. So Rox.Kis do have a pretty decent setup for their Phantom Lancer, Keeper Lancer, always a good combination to have, as well as the ability to split push really well, with the Lancer having Storm Spirit backup, as well as the ability to be yanked back thanks to that recall. So Rox.Kis have all of their late game eggs in this Phantom Lancer basket, and if VP could go super aggressive on that Phantom Lancer, then they should be able to lock him down before the late game really hits. If the late game does hit, then VP, they do have the Shadow Demon to counter that PL, which is the best hero in my opinion to have if you're going to be going up against a Phantom Lancer, because hey, if you see the Phantom Lancer illusion, you just disrupt it, and then you have your own Phantom Lancer army, and then you feel like a total baller as you get kills that you get from disruption, which hardly ever happens, like directly happening from disruption. Usually it's like Demonic Purge or an ally, because disruption is usually a setup skill, but no, not if you're up against a Phantom Lancer. So VP, they are going to head their way into the Rox.Kis jungle, where they're going to encounter the entirety of Rox.Kis. Let's see if they actually want to fight. Illidan is going to cut his way through the trees and possibly get a open wounds onto Dread. He is going to do so. The cogs are not going to help him either. He's going to instantly burst his way out of the cogs. Disruption from NS not helping out either. NS taking a chunk of damage that he really cannot afford to be taking. Sal will save him from that last right click, but Biz with another lance is going to draw first blood onto NS. LSA a little bit too late. It's going to catch 3, but another blast from the Keeper going to hit very hard onto Arzart. Slow down on the Phantom Lancer, and he's out of mana as well, so Arzart should be fine to get out of there. No Brain Sat, no Nightmare, no more mana on anyone, really. So in the end, that initiation from VP proving not to be so successful, going for the tankiest of heroes, Dread, on Rox.Kis side, and well, Dread has cogs, and once he pops those off, you really can't do anything. Even though Illidan was trapped in there with the Clockwork, that is actually going to favor the Clockwork, because he could just run out of there, and right now Lifestealer doesn't really do that much damage, and on top of that, the disruption from NS really didn't help. It gave Clockwork a couple seconds of invulnerability, which is what you want as the Clockwork when you're taking a lot of damage. Invulnerability is always very nice to have. Okay, Yul gonna find himself a haste rune, so he's gonna be poking and prodding at NS and Art this entire time. But let's go over the lanes, shall we? Top lane, it is going to be KSI soloing up here as the Lone Druid. Dread is going to be up against him as the Clockwork, so Clockwork probably not going to have the best of times here. I expect KSI to completely dominate the lane. Dread, though, is going to be able to stay within experience range. That's something the Clockwork can definitely do versus KSI, especially since his bear is off pulling, and he is going to land this pull, or should land this pull. It lands not much of the pull, but KSI should still have a pretty decent edge in this lane, as I see him miss last hits. Solo versus Kmart Wild Crazy on this mid lane. Night Stalker versus Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit, being a ranged hero, should have the edge up in this lane, just because he can keep poking back Night Stalker, who has gone for absolutely no items. He went for a level 1 bottle. I did see that as he was running out. So Crazy getting a bottle on as his first item. Really going to rely on that Bottle Crow heavily, which isn't going to fly for a little bit. Actually, it could be flown right now. But Crazy's going to be forced to last hit with the Void. And really, if Solo plays this lane correctly, then he shouldn't let the Night Stalker get all too much. But all action is going to happen on this bottom lane, where we have a try versus try situation. Biz is going to be supported by Yul on the Keeper of the Light, as well as Vangscore on the Bane. Whereas VP have NS supporting as a Shadow Demon, Illidan hard carrying that Lifestealer, as well as Arzart on that Lina. So very large amounts of setup from VP. But at the same time, Rox.Kis do have that Nightmare, which can be used defensively if you time it correctly. It's going to be incredibly difficult with the disruption setup. It's pretty much impossible if you have an LSA coming in right after that. But they should be able to keep Biz alive. Illidan is finding a good deal of farm right now. He doesn't really want to step up because the disruption into an LSA will mean a lot of pain onto the Phantom Lancer, even being poked back a little bit just by NS. But if any action is going to happen, it's most likely going to happen on the spot lane. VP pushing very aggressively into the tower, so Biz going to be safe under the shadow of that tower. Then Illidan and the rest of his team is unable to cause any aggression once the creeps hit that point. NS as well as Art not being scared of this double damage Bane at all. You never see some chakra from Yol. Now they actually want to dive this. They have observer wards very aggressively set up. There's the curse gonna land onto Bankscore. Actually, LSA is gonna hit onto Yol. The LSA plus the curse would have killed him off at this point. Illidan gonna move in for the last right click. Illuminate is gonna hit onto all three. Biz, does he have any more lances? Only has one. Who's he gonna throw it at? Bankscore taking a good amount of damage, even though he has double damage. It won't help him. The Dragon Slave will take the kill. Biz trying to go for kill onto Arzart. Won't have enough damage to do so. Curse now onto Biz. The Chakra is gonna be there once again from Yol. Gonna hit the Illuminate onto Illidan. But in the end, VP get away with 2 free kills. Diving very aggressively, or I guess not diving, but setting up very aggressively with an engagement right behind the tier 1 tower. Yeah, they caught Yol out, even though the curse did not hit the target that they actually wanted to. They did manage to make everything happen. Arzart took a lot of that damage from the Bane, right clicked, as well as the Phantom Lancer. Once the Keeper of the Light died, the damage output from Rox.Kis simply wasn't there. Bane was very low on mana, only had Nightmare. He's only level 1, so really doesn't have any damage, even if he did have mana to cast anything. So setup or protection from Bankscore, not enough levels to actually let them fight, whereas VP have hit level 3 now on the Lina, level 3 on the Shadow Demon as well. So this tri-lane, I'd say, from VP working out decently, even if they don't necessarily get kills onto Biz, even though Biz did get the first blood, which is going to help him incredibly well in this lane. Will go for a quick set of Tranquil boots, it looks like. If the tri-lane from VP continues to pour on the aggression onto Bankscore, onto Yol, and just save Biz, because really Biz can't do anything about it, then they should be fine to continue aggression and really just get Illidan a whole lot of kills, a whole lot of assists, and he is going to go for the Orb of Venom once again. Bankscore going to set up that Nightmare. Illuminate going to fly through as well. Rage, though, going to prevent any Lancer from flying. No body blocking, and Illidan should get out of here alive. 70 HP. They need a couple more hits. It's not going to be enough. Is there a salve for him? No, Illidan's going to limp his way all the way back to the base. Clockwork Flare flying in. That would have been enough. Yeah, 120, I think, would have definitely been enough to kill off that Life Stealer. But he is going to find his way back to the base unless Dread wants to follow up with another Flare. It's going to be too late anyway. But Dread still getting shut down pretty hard, and Tangle is going to land on him. KSI going to get in there with the bear. Cogs really posing a large threat, but really the bear roughing up Dread to the point of, him forced to pop off everything he can in order to even survive. KSI has a stranglehold over this top lane, but it's kind of a little bit evened out by the fact that Solo has a pretty decent hold on this middle lane. Crazy having a little bit of trouble. He's being denied very heavily by the Storm Spirit. And really, Crazy is not doing as poorly as the Clock is on the top lane. Night Stalker is, of course, a hero that can survive in a lane, even though it's unfavorable. Maybe not as much as Clockwork, but at the same time, Storm Spirit isn't as huge of a lane controller as the Lone Druid is. But Crazy, still just waiting for his first nighttime, and then he'll probably move towards the top lane to gank. Bottom lane seems to be fairly locked down by VP. Of course, with the addition of a Night Stalker, it could, really just turn the tables and they get a complete wipe on this bottom lane. But we'll see. The first nighttime for the Night Stalker probably isn't going to be too impactful, considering he's not getting the most farm. He has a bottle and boots, which is really all you need, but he would really like more at this point. You can see how defensively Rox.Kis are playing. This goal of their tri-lane is just to get Biz farm. If they get kills along the way, then so be it. But they really just don't want to give up any kills. They want farm on the Lifestealer farm on the PL as the #1 priority. Secondary priority is do not die. Actually, no. First priority is do not die. Second priority is farm on the Phantom Lancer. So they got to make sure to cover all their bases there, and they got to watch out because VP are hanging around here like vultures. They know that a single misstep from Biz can mean the death of one of his supports, which are going to be inevitably following Biz. Arzart going to take a good chunk of damage from that Illuminate right to the face. He's going to be fine to take that in stride. There's a disruption onto the Phantom Lancer. Curse onto him as well. Elsa is going to land. Curse did land on Biz. Nightmare onto Arzart and Civil. The damage is going to be enough from Rox.Kis. However, Biz is going to get worked down. Here comes Solo, going to teleport his way in. LSA onto 3 won't be enough. Storm Spirit already set up a couple of those static remnants. Now Illidan going to get pulled back. Is going to pop his rage. Should be fine. No Fiend's Grip. Solo's going to burn the rest of his mana for this. Here comes NS once again. Just going to poke back Solo just a little bit. Disrupt him as well. Illidan's going to salve up. He actually wants blood. Solo is out of mana. Open wounds onto him. Nightstalker meantime killing off Yul near the tower, I believe. Yes, he dove the tower for that. Now he's going to rejoin the fight. Going to kill off Storm Spirit, who's still out of mana. He's going to drop as well. 3 for 5 in favor of VP. He took down Biz. Rotations came from both of the mid lanes. Art did die, NS did die, but those are just support heroes. Those are pretty much completely expendable. Illidan, the most important hero for VP not to have die, is the one who did not die. So, rotation from Crazy, first nighttime phase, diving the Keeper of the Light, and hell, making it out of there with the kill as well. Phantom Lancer is just going to dop walk on out of there. And with 3 range creeps as well as a siege creep, this should be the tier 1 tower. Art going to poke back Biz as much as he can. There's the Void confirming that this is in fact the real Biz. LSA going to land. Dragon Slave as well. Silence on top of that. Opens wounds. You're not going anywhere. Illuminate's going to charge up, but that's not going to do much. Here comes Solo actually going to go for an attempt onto Art. He will burn all of his mana trying to get this kill, and he won't even get it. He will get it. LSA, not in time. The Dragon Slave was actually the choice. That's a little bit of a mistake. Solo, though, taking huge amounts of burst damage from that curse as well as the Void. Pop the Shadow Poison. That will kill him off. One more right click will do it, but Dread has arrived. He's way in over his head, actually. Illuminate going to fly through, hit onto 2, but Dread is trapped in his cogs. Crazy with the Void is going to kill that hero off. Vangscore with level 2 Brain Sap. Instead, not trying to go for that Night Stalker wouldn't have been enough regardless. 160 pure damage will not kill off the 200 HP Night Stalker. And so far, VP off to a roaring start this game. Crazy with some very successful rotation down to the spot lane did not only result in a couple of kills, but also in a tier 1 tower, and all the while they were fighting pretty much 4v5. I mean, it was kind of in and out with Rox.Kis dying and then TPing heroes back in, so it wasn't a full-on clash. But they got a lot of levels on the Lina, they got a lot of kills on this Night Stalker, a lot of levels most importantly. Now he's sitting around with Invisibility Rune. Yul is in so much trouble right now. He's going to take a good chunk of damage from that Illuminate Crazy is, but he should be fine to tank up this tower if he bottle charges correctly. Bottle charge, bottle charge! Oh, that was a little bit risky. Solo is going to want to go for this Night Stalker, going to burn all his mana, guessing the wrong way. Rocket Flare also going to miss, and Tama Wild just going to teleport on out of there. Night Stalker getting out of that tower dive like an absolute boss. Run in for 1 Void, 1 right click, Keeper of the Light. Old man, he's frail. He has all these diseases that he really shouldn't have and still be on the battlefield. And now Vangscore as well as Biz might be in a little bit of trouble. Observer Ward is going to open wounds being burned. But really, VP are going to be okay with that. Biz going to turn this one around, possibly throw out a Lance. Illidan popping the rage. He's burning a lot of mana unnecessarily right now. We see Solo in this top lane, going to get roughed up a little bit by KSI. Can he get an Entangle that will kill off Solo? There's the Entangle. Solo is dead. No, going to burn off a lot of his mana to get out of there. The Bear chasing through. In the end, it's going to be the bottom lane. Keeper of the Light picking up the Shadow Demon. Biz is going to get silenced, though. LSA as well. It's going to be a Shadow Demon for a Phantom Lancer. Not a trade I would take any day of the week, but VP finding better and better trades, and Crazy wants more blood. He's going to dodge the Illuminate first and foremost, and then, just bottle up, and he's really had a successful night. Despite the fact that his lane hasn't really been going well, there's so many opportunities on this bottom lane, so that he's just constantly just jumping in with 1 335 damage nuke, which is a pretty high damage nuke, actually. Night Stalker's Void is freaking ridiculous if you think about it. A huge nuke, a huge slow, and that's... what more could you want out of a nuke, really? That's a pretty effective nuke right there. And VP looking pretty good this game. Sizable gold advantage starting to pile up, a sizable experience advantage as well. Really just playing their aggressive Night Stalker just as he should be. So now at full health, going to go for a kill attempt onto Biz. If they can find the real one, this could be it. Oh yes, they definitely know which one's the real one now. Entangle will mean the death of Biz. However, teleportation support is coming in. It's going to be Vangscore, and Crazy is hiding in the trees. Just needs another Void to kill off Biz. He will make it. He will try to make it. He will make it. Vangscore going to get a Brain Sap onto Crazy. Going to get slowed down, but with the cogs not really cooperating. Soul's going to come in, zip in, and then pull Crazy back. No, he's not even going to pull him back. It will almost not be enough, but he will in the end kill off that Night Stalker. But the fact of the matter stands that Phantom Lancer has died 4 times. Night Stalker has been pretty much the chief cause of most of them. And if VP could keep trading their Night Stalker for the Phantom Lancer, that's going to mean the late game is going to be in favor of VP, because Illidan still has yet to die. Whereas obviously the hard carry from Rox.Kis has died several times at this point. Even KSI, a fairly decent hard carry for VP, not really feeling too threatened this game. I mean, no aggression has come to the top lane of the Dire. Any aggression that has happened on this top lane has been going the way of Rox.Kis, and now, oh, Illidan balls of steel right there. Going to try to go for Yul, instantly teleporting out of there. He's going to be just fine. But Lifestealer just running in with just phase boots and a Helm of Iron Will, forcing out a TP from your Keeper of the Light. That was 135 damage worth of gank right there, and Lifestealer didn't really spend anything for it. So yeah, VP having a pretty good lead in this game. Let's see if they can keep that up. I mean, Biz, you can't leave a Phantom Lancer alone, but VP, it looks like they're playing well enough so that the Phantom Lancer isn't going to get enough space to actually get that farm that he needs to get going. And even if he does, NS is going to be there. Speaking of NS being there, going to find Biz, disrupt him, curse him. There's the Shadow Poison as well. No, Arzard a little bit too far away. NS really didn't want to burn that opportunity, and with Arzard being too far away. If the Lina was there, that would have been 100% a guaranteed kill. LSA into a Laguna Blade, and that's one dead Lancer. Solo on this top lane, meantime, getting forced away once again by KSI, who's been getting complete free farm, is well on his way to his armlet, already does have phase boots on the bear as well, and now Illidan might be in a little trouble. Vangscore does not have his level 6, and he's got a Nightmare himself as he does. Illidan gonna back away now, as we do have Storm Spirit as well as the Clockwork coming in. Huge ball lightning gonna go for Illidan. Doesn't have the rage, needs to infest in something, but there's nothing here to infest into. Mud Golems, curses Mud Golems. Lina, in the meantime, has picked up the Keeper of the Light. Did she use the ultimate? No, what? Hookshot right in the middle. That's a field goal. He's gonna go instead for Crazy. That's gonna be a little bit of an accident. There's the Fiend's Grip onto Crazy, and Art gonna try to bring down the Bane to save his Night Stalker friend. He will in the end do it, but it's a 3-for-2 trade in favor of Rox.Kis, this time going their way. With a triple kill onto Biz, and well, he just redeemed his pretty crappy start right there. That was the weirdest hook shot I've ever seen, by the way. Like, he was aiming for either the Shadow Demon or the Lina, and he got neither of them. He got the Night Stalker, which is not what you want to get, but in the end it did turn out okay, just because they had the Fiend's Grip to lock him down, they had the damage, and Biz wasn't being focused. All those other ganks and fights, Biz was the target of focus. He was the first one to drop. If you let this Phantom Lancer survive, he'll throw out more lances, and even though he's not too farmed, he will put out a good amount of damage. Not much, of course. But you really have to silence him, have to make sure that he is not going to be the one attacking. Really, that Storm Spirit setting everything up, killing the Lifestealer straight away. It's going to slow down his armlet a little bit, but that's his first death, and, well, I mean, he could still have 3 more to spare, and he'll be even with Biz at that point. Crazy going to grab himself a Regeneration Rune. Level 2 is up on the Night Stalker's ultimate. And Illidan NS, you probably don't want to do this. You can't kill the Storm Spirit. He's going to go for Dread instead. Cogs, what the? That Cogs didn't make any sense. Illidan was literally right next to him and it pushed him out. That was some shit right there. Solo's going to burn the rest of his mana to escape. But what the hell? I mean, Clock was here, Lifestealer was here. They were literally, like, within this box. And the Cogs pushed him out? I don't even. That made no sense at all. In the meantime, Lone Druid takes down the top tier 1 tower. He's even going to go for a kill onto Dread. Yul cannot defend Dread enough, and if he gets another Entangle, this will be the death of Dread. Does he have a Bear Resummon? He does, but now he's not really feeling confident enough. Cog's going to push him back, and Biz is here. Does he have enough mana? Chakra not available. Not enough mana on the Keeper of Light. How often do you get to say that? The Flare will kill him off. Art looking for a retaliation kill, gonna miss on both of his spells. Another field goal attempt has been successful by Art. Now Solo gonna burn the rest of his mana to kill off the Lina first, gonna set up for Crazy. There's the Fiend's Grip, pulling him in because why the hell not? That's gonna be 3 dead once again. Rox.Kis starting to rally. The early game ganks from VP really being overshadowed by Rox.Kis' 4-5-man Dota. NS, meantime, on this bottom lane, just farming. Where is Illidan? Just farming as well. Really, Rox.Kis overpowering VP with sheer force of numbers, making their way into pretty much an even state, I would say. It's certainly not there yet. The Lone Druid has been farming for a good time, and Rox.Kis really don't have a farmer to reflect that Lone Druid's farm. But still, if they keep getting these picks, then they should be looking pretty good this game, because Biz is being involved in pretty much every single one of them. Has found enough money for a Blade of Alacrity. So, I mean, that's 1,000 gold that it looked like he was really, really far off from. But until VP does this, they're going to go straight for Roshan. And Rox.Kis, unless they fire some good flares, I don't know where that flare went. There it is. They are going to take a fairly easy Roshan. Rox.Kis can definitely defend this Roshan, though, if they knew about it. And they know about it. Are they going to move towards it? They do have Solo, who's a little bit far away, doesn't even have a TP scroll, he's broke. And the Roshan should drop by the time Storm Spirit gets in zip range. So this should be an easy Roshan for VP. Flare is going to fly, and, well, these flares just really messing with, that was the worst Illuminate. That was nowhere close. The flare just trying to mess with VP just a little bit, saying, hey, we know you're there, you better back off. But, you know, VP, they're a little bit too smart for that. They realize that Biz is nowhere around. He's just farming up the top lane. Illidan's going to go up there and retaliate that farm. But it is another 2,500 gold for the Night Stalker. I believe the Lifestealer has picked up the Aegis. Yes, he has. Lifestealer can be super aggressive right now. Oh, they want Dread dead. They're going to silence him, but instantly pulled back from Solo. Crazy going to get locked down. LSA going to miss once again by Arzart. Everyone from VP very low on HP, all things considered. Hook shot in. Going to land onto Arzart, and the LSA will not be there this time, but Dread cursed up. He should be the one to die. Doesn't have anything to cast because he is silenced. Fiend's Grip onto the bear. A little bit of a misclick. He wanted to get Crazy. Will not matter. Crazy going to survive at 60 HP. It will matter in the end. Solo out of mana. Cannot chase that any further, but it is a 1-for-2 trade. Once again, Rox.Kis overpowering VP with their numbers. Here comes Illidan, however, going to go for Solo. He knows he's out of mana. Nightmare, though, will buy him a little bit of time, but that will just be enough time for the Night Stalker to get that curse back up on cooldown. Now, Disruption onto Keeper of the Light. He's going to get hit by an LSA and then bursted down by the Shadow Demon. VP turned that fight around, and we'll even see Illidan still chasing, trying to go for Biz, I think. But in the end, it is VP turning it around and at least taking an even fight, even though they were up against a double damage Clockwork, still managing to go in. Did they use the Laguna Blade? No, they did not. Arzart got picked off, but now he's right back into this fight, landing some clutch LSAs, or at least trying to when it counts. And he does have that big nuke up his sleeve. Crazy, probably not the healthiest, so VP probably don't want to continue on with this push. However, the 3 healthy heroes are going to stick around. This could prove to be a mistake because Solo is now alive. He's well on his way to his Orchid. Illidan has got to get out of there, and Dread is going to look for the hookshot angle. Nah, he doesn't want to fight this. Doesn't know where the supports are. Doesn't know where the additional heroes are, I mean, the heroes supporting. And Armlet on the Lone Druid. Well, that's... wait. It's not losing any HP. What? Hold on. He's not degenerating. But he doesn't have any benefits. Is this bugged? This has got to be bugged. Because this is Armlet's toggled state, and...
middle tower is under attack.
Okay, now it works. It's on the bear. It didn't do anything. That was weird. That was definitely a graphical glitch or something. KSI had it on his main bear. It was active, but it wasn't draining, and he wasn't getting any benefits from it. So, I don't think he was getting benefits from it. He might have been. No, I don't think he was. Whatever. That was a bug. I'm like 80% sure about that. But 14-16 is the score right now. Take another look at the gold per minute chart. VP continuing to climb in the lead with the gold per minute on their 3 core heroes really being substantially above anyone else on the Rox.Kis side. Supports from Rox.Kis really down low on the gold per minute chart. Experience per minute, not surprisingly, reflecting a similar thing as well. And really, they need to get that Fiend's Grip onto that Night Stalker. That would have been definitely the kill on Night Stalker, who's now also has an Armlet. So everyone from VP, these 3 carry heroes from them, Night Stalker, KSI's Lone Druid, as well as Illidan's Lifestealer. These are incredibly tanky heroes, and it's going to be very difficult for Rox.Kis to kill them off. I mean, they could try to Fiend's Grip one, but it's going to take a lot of focus to kill off one of their targets, even if the target is Fiend's Gripped. Top tower has been taken by Phantom Lancer. The mid lane is going to be the retaliation pick up from VP. Bear on the front lines with that demolish as well as the Armlet will be able to claim this tower, but a hookshot in from Dread wants to go for Arzart. He's completely trapped within the cogs. He won't have enough time to cast anything. Disruption though from NS will buy him a little bit of time. That's going to cost himself his own life. Dread is going to get stunned, but Lina has already fallen. NS actually making his way out of there. Solo is going to jump in for this. He's already killed off the Night Stalker, and NS going to teleport out of there. Hookshot onto the Lina, and Lina's cast animation is that of which you, even if you are if you're getting hit by the battery assault, you're not going to be able to cast anything just because she has to wave her arms around way too much, and at that point you're pretty much already dead. So hook shots, they continue to land on this Lina. That's going to be saving Rox.Kis from a lot of magical damage. Lina has only dropped the Laguna Blade, I believe, once. Really, you would like to have Laguna Blade being dropped several times by now. 20 minutes in, and she's level 8. She's been level 6 for quite a long time in this game. But now that engagement does tie it up, Rox.Kis can take an even score in this game for, I believe, the first time. Illidan still farming 3,100 gold on him. We'll see if he wants to go for another heart, for another Reaver as he did in the last game. But really, he has his options wide open. Would probably want to prep a Mjolnir, just because Phantom Lancer, although he's not a problem at all right now, if you just go for that item, it is incredibly effective just to increase your damage, so there's really no reason to not go for that Mjolnir. Aside from, I want to go for an AC, which is also pretty good. But if you go for that, then if Phantom Lancer gets big, then you'll have something to actually deal with that. Because right now, VP, the only AoE they really have to... There's a Mjolnir in the works. Spirit Bearer is going to hold it. Illidan, what? Tower shots and Illuminate. Rage off a little bit too late. And Illidan's going to burn his Aegis for free. Here comes Vangscore, wants Fiend's Grip, but he's going to get entangled, possibly solo instead. Going to go for Dread, who is already latched in for Arzart. There's the LSA, going to slow Dread down a little bit, but it's crazy. Wants solo. He won't have enough damage to kill him off. Going to pop off another Nighttime. The Armlet doing some pretty heavy work. The Silence, though, is going to be up from solo, and he's going to zip on out of there. Meantime, the bottom lane fight, Vangscore going to try to slip away, will make it out alive. KSI going to get purged, as well as have all of his mana burned. Won't really care that much. Illidan trying to defend his lone druid friend, but another lance going to kill off the bear. 35 HP, lone druid's going to survive, but here comes Crazy once again. Purge onto Biz, will save him from that slow, but there's the dust to pop off. He's not going to escape from this one. It just needs one more nuke. Here comes Solo, going to go once again for NS. Crazy forced to peel away from Biz, going to live at 20 HP. Solo is going to use the rest of his mana to get on out of there. Cogs are not up. Crazy. Armlet toggling. Dread, does he have a hookshot? 5. 4. Okay, here's the hookshot of your life, Dread. Crazy. Ducking and weaving. And hookshot blocked by Illidan. Flare gonna fly, but the Armlet is once again up. Dread gonna get nuked down, as well as Silence, and Illidan should have more than enough damage to kill off Dread. Even Crazy gonna get in on that action just a little bit. And in the end, somehow, KSI survives. Somehow, Biz... Oh no, Biz actually died. What happened? Oh, Shadow even popped him. Must have been a spare Shadow Poison. Shadow Poison is maxed out, so that does some pretty heavy damage. But yeah, KSI somehow survives from that, even though he was at literally 30 HP. Not sure how that happened. It just did. And the score is still tied, so we are seeing a pretty tight game right now. Oh, until, yeah, the score is no longer going to be tied. Man, Storm Spirit, Clockwork, all these long-range initiation heroes just have it out for Lina. Like, Lina cannot catch a friggin' break. Like, if you had this score in puzzle, just be like, OMG, noob. But Lina can't do anything. She's constantly getting hookshot. She's like the only person who's getting hit with a hookshot. Ah, there we go. Battle Fury on the life slither. I like it from Illidan. I don't like it. I like Mjolnir better. It's not... It definitely doesn't scale as well if you're going to be clearing off PL illusions. But I like the sentiment. I mean, Battle Fury is it's an incredibly late Battle Fury if you're going to be an anti-mage, but Lifestealer not used to that cleave will help him farm just a little bit, and Lifestealer isn't really the quickest of farmers. That cleave definitely is going to help him, but more importantly, as he scales now with damage, with items, he's going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with his Phantom Lancer. And the cleave is going to be not the quickest tool to deal with the Phantom Lancer illusions, but really, I mean, unless you have a Divine Rapier Gyrocopter, there is no real quick tool to deal with the Phantom Lancer when he gets really tanky. But Illidan's Battle Fury will help VP at least, clear out some of those illusions. And well, I like the idea. Between that as well as the upcoming with the Maelstrom onto KSI, they should be fine to actually kill off this Phantom Lancer. Now, Spirit Bear Grenade. Oh, Dread has no idea. He has no idea. They want to support though. They want to support. Oh, they're gonna find him. Here comes an Illidan surprise, y'all. You are so dead. Nightmare not in time. He tried to cast it, but 3 hits from Illidan. That Phantom, that Keeper Light's dead. It's gonna be another tier 2 tower for VP. In the meantime, Solo on the bottom lane trying to make a tier 1 tower trade. He will make it happen, but still, it's gonna benefit VP. Even they're gonna push the high ground. They're on the front lines. They gotta watch out for the cogs, especially you, Arzart. You better back the hell up, because if you get hit, you're not gonna be happy. Disruption onto some Phantom Lancer illusions. Now VP have their own Phantom Lancer army to work with, although not too dangerous. NS, wow, dropping down so very low, just with the back and forth from Regeneration Room Solo. NS gotta watch out. Rocket Flares continuing to fly. Tamar Wild dropping very, very low. And here comes Solo once again. Gonna do even more Ball Lightning damage. You never really see Ball Lightning being used for this, but now KSI gonna work down. Gonna get pushed back by the cogs. He's gonna drop LSA onto Illidan, onto Dread. Will kill him off. Illidan is going to be Fiend scripted though. And now Solo, as well as Biz, trying to go for Crazy. They will manage to bring him down as well. Illidan on the run. Doesn't have any mana. Doesn't have any tools. Doesn't really have any hope besides this Armlet. Let's see how Baller's Armlet toggling is. Solo gonna zip in. Get himself an ultra kill. And Storm Spirit playing out of his mind right now. I don't know. I mean, Ball Lightning does do damage. It does a decent amount of damage. If you could jump back and forth from the fountain, it brought down NS to like half of his HP, less than half his HP. It brought down Arzard extremely low as well. And Ball Lightning usually is an initiation tool. Like, you get in there, you stay and fight, and then you try to save some mana to get out of there. But using it just as a long-range nuke, I don't think I've seen that before. I like that from Solo. That's actually pretty baller, I gotta say. That is going to give Rox.Kis the kill advantage. They are, however, down on towers. They do not have any more tier 2s available. And Roshan is up for VP. It's going to be very hard for Rox.Kis to reinforce, especially if their Keeper of the Light dies. Won't be able to yank anyone back with that recall. 23 for 20. VP are probably just going to make get a little bit more control over their lanes, and then try to go for Roshan. The Phantom Lancer is starting to get some pretty big. Yasha as well as the Fusel Blade. This is the power of the Lancer. If you don't keep him down, if you don't constantly keep him down, he will find his farm. And even though VP is still a good deal ahead, you can see the gold per minute starting to slip. Solo playing very well, getting a lot of kills, a lot of assists, and Phantom Lancer as well getting a lot of kills. You can see he's shredded through KSI. That's a Lone Druid with level 2 true form. One does not simply shred through Lone Druid, but that's exactly what happened. Got caught a little bit out of position. Spirit Lance slow him down, Purge slow him down. Lone Druid wasn't moving anywhere. They are going to take the Roshan, but their tier 2s are in trouble. Biz going to push this out with his own army. It is going to be another life for this Lifestealer, however. Biz should take down this tower. No one's really teleporting in. Solo going to use a lot of his... What the hell? He used every single drop of his mana to get that far. Jesus, that was like half the map he crossed right there. Tower is going to drop. Fortification not in time. And oh no, Art hookshot again. I've seen this episode before. I've seen that episode before. And Art, you do not want to stay close to this clock. Granted, you did not know clock was there. Clock had a haste rune, so he's going for an Aghanim Scepter. Oh man, Art just not having a fun time in this game. Gotta say, every single time it's Storm Spirit or Clockwork or even both. And oh, they're going to find Solo. Not much mana on him. He's going to burn the rest of his stick charges. Now he's up on the high ground. Do they have any way of getting to him? I don't think they do. They can nuke him. KSI, what are you doing? Oh, he's going to go range for him. Solo trying to get yanked back by the Keeper of the Light. He's trying not to attack either, not get shoots. Oh no, run! Oh, Solo, what are you doing? Oh, right clicks from KSI. They see him. KSI, snipe him down. Where's the range support? They need Art like right now. Solo is gonna get recalled out. He's gonna live. Oh man, that was ridiculous. That wasted so much of VP's time right there. But that was hilarious. I don't even care. That was awesome. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Oh, here comes Arzard with an LSA. Where were you like 30 seconds ago, man? You were dead. That's where you were. And if he was there, probably, if Arzard was there, then Clock would have been there also. Because Clock pretty much smells Lena. He's like a bloodhound. He will find you, he will kill you, and make you feel bad about it too. And especially if you're Lena. Pretty much only if you're Lena, actually. NS is going to start to become more and more useful, I gotta say. I mean, as the Phantom Lancer gets bigger, it does have his Manta style finished. So PL is now starting to become incredibly scary, leading in the gold per minute chart. NS is really going to become a VP's most useful tool. However, if you get burned that badly, you're not going to be very useful at all. He might even die to this. Rocket Flare. Clockwork. Come on, let's see it. Let's see it. 180 HP. You do 200... it won't be enough damage. Never mind. Fine, Dread. Fine. Be like that. But Illidan, the same exact thing's happening. Completely burned on... Not completely burned on mana, but completely burned on health, which is a little bit more important than mana. And Biz. This is the Cancer Lancer. This is why people hate this hero. He got locked down hard. But now it's 30 minutes in, and he's the most fearsome hero on the map right now. He's level 16. I mean, unless VP focus him and entirely focus him, he's going to be just fine to kill everyone on VP. Yes, they're tanky. Yes, they have a couple of items that clear. But look at this. Look at this. Just look at it. It's all going to be up to this guy right here. And he's going to have to get a Phantom Lancer illusion, make his own army, and then hope for good procs to actually counter off Biz. Because if they could burn out Solo's mana, if they could burn out the Bane's mana, or even Clockwork's mana, they're all going to be very, very upset about that. That Diffusal Blade might end up working against the Phantom Lancer. Might not, depending on how the procs go, depending on if Shadow Demon is going to get picked off before that Phantom Lancer even becomes a problem. At that point, a lot of it is up to Dread, because he's the one who's actually making Dread and Solo. Actually, they're both pretty much their jobs to pick off Arzart, pick off the Shadow Demon, and then just kite the hell out of the rest of the VP heroes, which is something that they could do. And if they do pick off the Shadow Demon before he gets an illusion, then, well, he's obviously not going to... Oh, God! What the hell? Was he at full health? Hold on. Oh, he wasn't at full health. Run! Run! Boom! 389 damage, and he's out of there. That was hilarious. You know, I'm feeling for Lina. Oh, Solo, though, in a little bit of trouble, instantly teleported out. Can they get a tangle? Don't need an entangle, they have the damage. Night Stalker is actually dishing it. Double damage rune. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll definitely do it. Killing off the Storm Spirit, trading him for the Lina. VP, what they need to do right now is take a set of Raxes. The Phantom Lancer doesn't care too much about Raxes, yes, but that constant pressure onto one of their lanes, forcing them back, will definitely help them in this game. And right now, they actually need the help. Gold, experience. With experience starting to turn towards Rox.Kis. Gold is still slightly in favor of VP, but only 5,000, and all the gold is being focused on this Phantom Lancer. Perfect situation there for Rox.Kis, and VP, their farm advantage is spread between these three heroes, so the Phantom Lancer is getting incredibly dangerous right now. It looks like VP going to open up with a little bit of split pushing. They do still have the Aegis, but for how long? Well, I don't know, apparently. I am not privileged enough for that information. Let's assume it's up for another 2 minutes, so 35 will be the timer. And let's see if they can actually make something happen. They want to go for a Rax push. I mean, they still have only one tier 2 tower left on their own side. They're actually going to smoke up. They want more blood. It's going to be another bear bomb. The bear, they don't want to reveal the fact that the lone druid is around, so their bear is just going to fall back and just hug the creep wave. They want to have the enemy team go for this bear, thinking that it's a vulnerable target. But really, the enemy team, they are Rox.Kis. They're just chilling in their base. They are not fooled by this in the slightest. They don't have any wards up, or any wards that are useful that are up. But they seem to know. They definitely know that VP are up to something. And now we're going to have another disconnection. I just went through the gold graphs. Let's just keep skipping through this. 4-11-7. Poor Arzart. I feel for you, man. I feel for you. And I cannot see the Lone Druid's Bears items, but I'm pretty sure it's just the Hyperstone as well as the Maelstrom. So it is going to be a Mjolnir. Orchid is up on Solo. Not too much on Vang's score. Yol has used his money from Illuminate clearing to buy a mechanism. Aghanim Scepter is up on Dread, so he could just keep on jumping to and from the enemy heroes. Pretty much Spider-Man mode has been achieved by this clockwork. And come on. And come on. Come on. Come on. You know, it's times like these where I'm glad I don't actually have to live cast, or I don't actually live cast, because I don't really want to be sitting through this in its entirety. But at the same time, if I was... Oh, hello. My bad. If I was live casting, I would have something to cut to. I'll just be like, yo, we're just gonna take a break, yo. And then you're gonna have to deal with it, because you don't have any, I guess, don't have any way of making this game start off any quicker. And then also, like, I would ideally have a go, so they would be, like, burning their voice for half of this game, which is looking to be like a long one, unless VP could push in and take the Raxes. Everyone just content with farming. Dread getting his resistance up with that cloak. Probably going to look towards a couple more tanking items in the near future. Solo packing around an ultimate orb. Another 2,200 gold on him. Oh, he's going to spot out Crazy. Crazy's actually going to go for this. Does have an armlet, so he could do some pretty good damage to Solo. If Solo could lose the line of sight, though. Oh, there's the curse. Demonic Purge as well. The silence will run out, though, and the Fiend's Grip will save Crazy, at least for the moment. Solo is going to die from the Demonic Purge. Trying to dodge it with that ball lightning will not happen. Now Vang's scoring a little bit of trouble. The teleportation will make it out. It's going to be Solo dead. Trying to use that ball lightning vulnerability to time perfectly for that Demonic Purge. Unfortunately for him, was not good enough to do so. And that is going to be the Storm Spirit down. A huge thorn out of the side of VP, at least for another 45 seconds. But this is the real problem. Biz on the top lane, just split pushing them in. And Lifestealer can deal with this to some extent, as long as he doesn't get completely surrounded. He can clear these out with the Battle Fury. Yes, he will. Very quickly as well. So good damage, good clearing from VP. But Rox.Kis just keeping VP in their base. Very reminiscent of game number 1. where they just kept on forcing VP onto their own side of the map and really can't do anything at that point. Crazy might be in a little bit of trouble. He's going to teleport on out of there as well. Great deal of Night Stalker's power comes from his ability to chase and just keep up with you and keep voiding you. But as the game prolongs, Night Stalker is going to want to have more damage, which is what he's going for right now. 3,700 gold in the bank. Let's see if he's going to go for an Ags. Well, we do see something coming up. It's going to be a Mjolnir Plate Mail. Okay, so it's an AC coming up for the Lone Druid. And yes, it is going to be almost a complete Ags for the Night Stalker. So map hack vision is going to be up. What are you doing, NS? Teleport out, Nightmare, and he's dead. Solo even being brought in. Something strange in the neighborhood. Gotta call the Storm Spirit. I gotta be honest, not sure what NS is doing here. I have no clue at all. Not in the slightest. But he paid for it with his life. Alright, so don't be down here if it's 36 minutes into the game and the enemy team has a Storm Spirit. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. I'd also like to point out the Shadow Demon build, maxing out the Shadow Poison as well as Disruption. Using this, so this is one of those cases where you don't want to blindly follow what the pros do. Because 9 times out of 10, I mean, maxing Shadow Poison is a good idea. You put out a lot of damage by yourself, and sometimes you want to max out the Soul Catcher depending on how much setup you have. Really, the difference is slim. But maxing out Disruption over Soul Catcher is something that if you blindly follow, you're most likely not going to have a good time. The reason he did this is because he's underleveled, and he knows that Biz is the most dangerous hero on the map right now. And if you have Soul Catcher, yes, you'll be able to put a little bit more damage on him. But if you have a Disruption, that illusion damage, as it increases, will mean so much more for your team. Because you need your Phantom Lancer illusions, or you need the enemy's Phantom Lancer illusions in order to deal with the Phantom Lancer. So you need those levels of Disruption, which is exactly what the Shadow Demon is going. He doesn't really have a huge amount of levels either, so he doesn't have the luxury of maxing out everything. He's really rationing his skill points right now. And VP, their Aegis should be up. It is up. Don't know when it's going to be back. Guess it'll be a surprise for everyone. Crazy with the gem as well as that Aghanim Scepter means that the Phantom Lancer are going to have a very, very tough time escaping any fights. But at this point, it's like, does he even need to escape any fights? He has 5,200 gold, 5,400 gold as he just sells Quelling Blade. Was that the Quelling Blade? I think it was. Probably going to go for a heart. And then at that point, VP, I'm not too sure what they could do about this. They're not really making any plays happen. They seem to be content with just farming up. They think that their late game could outcarry a stacked Phantom Lancer. And we've seen teams try this. We've seen them try. But once Phantom Lancer gets big enough, there's really nothing you could do about it. You need so much clearing, and he's going to be burning your mana all the while, and it's just, well, okay. Courier. Yeah, you probably what? Where are you going? Is he going to go to the enemy's secret shop? That is bold. Meantime, Storm Spirit using his ball lightning to nuke down the creep wave again. But wow, this Courier, balls of steel right now. What is he going to buy? Heart? Heart stuff? Yeah, heart stuff. Heart stuffs. And the Phantom Lancer gets that much more terrifying. Lifestealer still farming. Does have his AC. No, it's just Observe Reward. So no AC yet on Illidan. The Armor Aura definitely going to help a lot against Biz. But if they can get a pick right now, that would be absolutely huge. Biz now knows that Illidan is around. That Lance, man. That Lance. I don't even know if they had enough damage to do it with NS and Arzard here. But they're going to get their own Illusion Army. Let's see how it pans out. It's gonna split once, and that's about it. Because Illuminate does a lot of damage, guys. Tier 3 tower has been brought down this top lane. Actually, that was a while ago. Now VP seem to be positioned. They want to do something. All lanes are in favor of them right now. They're all pushing in towards the Rox.Kis base. But Roshan is now up. That's what they were waiting for. They had the timer, and I did not, which is... I mean, I never have the Roshan timer. I always say, I gotta start doing that. But I never do. I really never do. And when I'm casting games, I'm like, hey, I'll have the giant golden clock to tell me when the Roshan is up. But not this game. No sir, not this game. Or at least not that last Roshan. Cheese as well as Aegis should give enough for VP to be brave enough to actually push in, and instantly smoking up. Well, the time difference between the Roshan dying and the Clockwork Flare landing was that so which Rox.Kis should know 100% that the enemy team is smoked up. Like, there's no way they could have cleared Roshan and then gotten out of that pit. by the time that rocket flare came in. So yeah, VP, their smoke is not going to be a surprise at all. However, NS as well as Illidan going to head towards the top lane. They want to go for Biz. That open wounds onto Biz is going to be canceled off immediately by a purge. Oh, well, recall not going to happen. Teleport not going to happen either. Curse not going to land. Biz going to turn around and fight this. Can Illidan bring him down? Basher is going to help out a lot. Biz might actually go down right now. Illidan going to give chase. LSA from the side, and Lina's going to pick up the Phantom Lancer. A huge pickup. Does the Phantom Lancer have buyback? Of course he has buyback. He will always have buyback. He's a Phantom Lancer. But, wait. Okay. Like, did you just buy something? Really? You probably shouldn't do that when you want to save a buyback, but it's not going to matter. KSI is going to join the rest of his team on this top lane, and VP, they're going to try for a Rax attempt. Let's see if they can make it happen. At least they want to force out the buyback from PL as they do so successfully. So the Aegis on Crazy. Oh, there's the hook shot onto NS. Can they bring down this Shadow Demon? Yes, they can. Now they're going to go for Arzart. 1 support, 2 support, and they're all dead. Cogs making it not easy, actually making it easier for Crazy to escape. Look at that. But now Biz has arrived, going to purge off the Night Stalker and the Mana Burn, as well as another hook shot. Going to make it very difficult for the Night Stalker to escape. And they should bring him down. Mana's leak for the stun. And Dread, set up the Cogs. Set up the Cogs. Surround him. Surround him. Here's the Arena of Death and Crazy. I don't think you can fight your way out of this, man. Night Stalker is a good hero. He's a fun hero, but he's not capable of going 1v5. And VP once again get warded back. Not a single scratch on these Raxes. And any scratch that hasn't put on them, they have healed, because everyone knows buildings can do that in Dota 2. At least Raxes can. Even picking off that Phantom Lancer kill was a big pickup from VP. It gave them an opportunity, but in the end, it really led them to their death. Cheese was even used onto Illidan, helping him to escape. And these carries from VP, even though they have technically 3 of them, 3 heroes that do a ton of damage, they're just not enough. The hookshot, as well as the cogs, making it very difficult for VP to actually get onto someone. And if your bear can't get onto someone, if Illidan can't get onto someone, then what are you going to do? Oh, Cheese actually survived that. Okay. Then they can't really do anything. This clockwork being so troublesome for them, as well as the fact that Solo, combined with the clockwork, are picking up R's art as well as NS immediately, means that there are no illusions on the side of VP. And they need those illusions. They desperately need those illusions, or else they're just going to constantly get wiped. 42 minutes in. This game, you know, the first game, I'm like, I hate games that really extend late, but this one is actually, like, decent. I mean, it's still kind of boring just because it's so long. But the fact of the matter is that they're trying. They're not just sitting back and farming. At least they were. They were a little bit ago, but now they actually want to make a little bit of aggression happening. Like, it's not just a giant farm fest. It's not a mutually agreed upon farm fest. That's what I'm trying to say. Illidan looking for blood, going to find Yol. Go, go, go. No, 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 you're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. Guys, guys, guys. Oh, they see Solo in the lane. And KSI is not going to get a root. Solo, get on out of there and teleport at the same, and recall. He's going to go all sorts of places. Oh, the places you'll go, Solo. That actually didn't help him at all. Because now his bottle is it's not quite full. Wow, dropping the Orchid for some Chakra. Okay, it's full on mana now, so it doesn't really matter, I guess, in the end. Cancer Lancer pushing out the top lane and the mid lane at the same exact time. Really making things troublesome for VP. Oh, well, who could have seen that one coming? I mean, Arzart got picked off again? I didn't realize. Now recall onto from the Storm Spirit, and they're gonna go for a mid lane push. Rox.Kis, are they finally ready to do something? I gotta say, Rox.Kis, I like the slow and steady gameplay. Like, it's smart, I get it, but at the same time, I mean, come on, your Phantom Lancer is so friggin' stacked. I guess get Travels and what, Daedalus as your last item. Butterfly and Travels, and then you have one more slot, so then get Daedalus. That'll be fine. Oh, or go for an Eye of Scotty. That one's a fun one. Still has 5 purge charges. Not sure how. I feel like he's been using like several every fight. But we're gonna see Rox.Kis just chilling their base. Oh my god. Okay, I changed my mind. This game is just no. Cancer Lancer. This is Cancer Lancer right here. And VP, they don't feel comfortable pushing in without an Aegis and Cheese on them. They're going to have 2 Cheeses, it looks like, for the next fight, which will be in 5 minutes. So guys, you could leave for 5 minutes, set a timer, and when 5 minutes is done, then come back, and then we will see a fight. Until that happens, I expect to see Arzart getting picked off twice more, and that's going to get picked off just once more. He's going to be playing a little bit more carefully than the Lina. And then, yeah, the fight will happen in 5 minutes. So I'll see you all then. I'm going to cut the recording. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. But I will still sit here and complain. So if you're down for sitting and listening to me complain, then by all means, this is the place to be.
Double damage.
But I mean, there's not really anything that I can say that hasn't been said. NS needs to get an army of Phantom Lancer illusions. Phantom Lancer needs to keep split pushing because that's what he does best. And the rest of the team is, you know, waiting for Arzart to show his face so they could snipe him off. And that's about it. Ooh, Battle Fury and the Bear. They realize the problem that Phantom Lancer is, and I like how much of a commitment they're putting towards it. But really, they're not even attacking in those fights, so it's not even like Phantom Lancer is a problem, yes, but he's not the hugest problem. The biggest problem is the fact that Solo, as well as Dread, keep on picking off their heroes, and crazy, he's gonna pop off the gem as well as the BKB. He's gonna get Fiend scripted as well. The Bear is right on top of Banksword, but it's going to get nightmared, and now we have frame rate lag. God damn it! The Cogs gonna catch 3. Dread is gonna use his hookshot melee range onto Crazy. Arzart gonna drop very low as well. Solo has been the only one to drop, but he does have mana to get back into this fight, and now Biz is going to go toe-to-toe with Illidan. Illidan is not going to win this fight, even with the cheese. Biz standing his ground, not giving any Fs in the world, and here comes the rest of his team. They have killed off the rest of VP, or at least forced them away. NS is going to drop. Illidan is going to be pulled in, and he's going to drop as well. Goodbye. And Arzart, I'm not sure what you're doing there. I'm not sure why you're attacking the Cogs, but you got to watch out, because Dread has a hookshot, and it has your name on it. Try to pause this game, really. I don't want to. Oh, there's the ball lightning. I can't get there fast enough. And frame rate. Of course, when the fight ends, that's when my computer's like, hey, got it. Everything's working now. Let's do this. Oh my god. Well, fight going for Rox.Kis. Who could have seen that one coming? I don't know why Night Stalker ran in like all the way over here when the enemies were over here. He has full vision. He has a huge ring of true sight vision because he had a gem. And he still went right into the faces of Rox.Kis. Pops BKB really early. Not sure if it really would have mattered because Rox.Kis, they only lost Solo and all that. Pretty messy fight. Keeper of the Light only has a mech and boots. The hell? Oh, he's died 7 times. Yeah, Yol's pretty much been the Arzart of Rox.Kis. But now, Biz is like, I am done farming. I am ready to kill everything. And come on, game. Don't do that to me. I think even my game is like struggling against this game. They will take down the Raxes. Nothing that BP can do about this. They try. They step up. Solo has a treat for you. And it's not a good treat either. It's a bad treat. It's like in the Charlie Brown Christmas special when everyone gets candy and caramel apples and Charlie Brown gets a rock. Top tower gets demolished, and here comes Solo. Gonna silence KSI, actually. Hookshot into onto NS. There's gonna be no illusion stolen this game. This fight, at least. Teleportation onto the Raxes, but the Raxes are gonna drop. Oh no, they actually already did get the disruption. Now Solo gonna get bashed up. Fiend Script gonna cancel that bashing. No, Solo gonna get entangled. Gonna burn a little bit of mana. He will die to Illidan. 2 down right now, and Yol's on the run. Good luck, Keeper of the Light. Gonna use his last dying wish to get a mana leak on the Night Stalker. But 1 complete set of Raxes, 1.5 being taken by Rox.Kis, and there should be buyback on the Bane. Yes, there is. Buyback on Keeper of the Light is up as well. Storm Spirit has a timer on his, 2 minutes until he has that, but he's gonna buy out and get a Mystic Staff, it looks like. If I can math correctly, which I can. No, Mystic Staff and Void Stone, so I cannot math correctly. Oh no, it burned everything. I can math correctly. But it's going to be a complete Eagle Song Butterfly for PL. Yeah, you can buy the Butterfly straight up right now. Pretty sure you could buy it in the side shop. Can you? Yes, you can. Not sure why you would put these things in the side shop. They're not really, like, items that you would buy in the side shop, right? I feel like that's kind of weird. What is Biz doing? Just take the Eagle Song. God damn it, come on. What? Courier? Thank you. Jeez. Heaven's Halberd. Oh my god, Dread. Going for the very good item choices. Oh, but we have a complete push from VP. They know that Storm Spirit's down for another 20 seconds. There's the hook shot in as well as the Cogs. The Bear needs to get working onto Dread, but Biz is here with Manta Style. Laguna Blade being used onto that Clockwork, but everyone going to get pushed back by that Blinding Light. Illidan going to go straight for Biz. Will not be able to bring him down. He's just so tanky at this point. They will take a set of counter Raxes as my game drops to 0 FPS. God damn it, game. He froze. Shit. Well, okay, gonna pause and try to stop this. Alright, is this gonna work? Let's see if it's gonna work. A little bit better. Dread, gonna get hook shot in once again for Crazy. Forced to pop out the BKB and try to bash his way out and out of there, but the Cogs really making it rough for him to do so. Getting body blocked a little bit by Yol as well. Still trying to make his way out. BKB now is up. Mana Leak will stun him off. You gotta stop running, Night Stalker. He's gonna get stunned. Dread with another hook shot available, and he should be able to take down this Night Stalker. And yeah, Biz coming around as well. Only taking one melee Rax. VP sacrificing a lot to do so. Now their Night Stalker is down. Does he have buyback? He does not have buyback. Uh-oh. It's time for Biz to just move into your base. Does he have his butterfly flying out? Yes, he does. 4 staff onto Vang's score as well. And Biz has another friggin' 3,600 gold. Boots of Travel and then Daedalus. Or I have Scotty. Oh my god, what's with my computer? I don't understand. Why? Why are you doing this? I am sorry, guys. I don't know why only sometimes it does this. I don't think it's a hard drive space issue. I mean, I know that the Fraps files are really friggin' big, but I get rid of them regularly. Maybe I should do another clearing of my computer. But here comes Biz, and you gotta watch out, NS, because this is gonna happen. Solo gonna go straight for this hero, and he will be able to burst him down. Shadow Demon needs a disruption onto the illusion. He does get it, or does he? No, he gets it on Illidan. Oh, that's a mistake. Illidan has no chance of getting out of here. LSA gonna slow them down just a little bit, but now the tier 4s are in danger. Ours Art dropping very low, and the Night Stalker is down. Illidan does buy back into the game. Solo very weak as well. Everyone is very low on mana, actually. Nightmare onto the Bears. Gonna get woken up by a Rocket Flare. You fool! What have you done? Yol gonna get the Mana Leak onto Illidan. Biz trying to ward him back. Solo gonna zip right on in, but instantly go to his death. I don't know why that happened. Biz gonna get stuck in a cage with Arzart. Will kill him off, but Arzart dropping a lot of nukes before he goes down. Dread gonna pop the Ghost Scepter. Should be fine. KSI gonna drop very low as well. Illidan still looking for a target to hit, and it's going to be Biz, who's trying to get work down NS, and Biz is in danger of dying. 250 HP. Get him. Infest damage kills him, and NS slips away alive. But the Phantom Lancer has buyback. So, yeah, mid lane push. I'm not too sure if that was the right idea for Rox.Kis, but hell, I mean, they got a little bit, I guess. VP managed to defend them. They didn't really lose anything from that. And where right now they really just needed another set of Raxes, because top Rax is currently even. One ranged Rax still up a piece, which I don't think I've seen before. Usually it's like a complete set versus a half set, but hell, whatever. They just want to force out some buybacks, and oh, Solo actually does not have buyback. This could be a big opportunity for VP. Phantom Lancer's going to buy back, but I think they should be able to take it. They're not going to take it. They're going to go for Roshan. Well, fine, VP. Fine, be like that. It's your grave you're digging. I mean, it's Phantom Lancer. He's going to get travels. Sell. Travels. And now he doesn't have buyback anymore, but, I mean, he doesn't have it for another 5 minutes anyway. And by the time that 5 minutes does elapse, he's going to have about 6,000 gold. Because that's the kind of shit that Phantom Lancer pulls. Another Aegis, another gem on the floor, okay. Bear is actually getting really big right now. But Bear actually can't hit anything because constantly getting kited, blinding flash, Heaven's Halberd from Dread, the smart item choices, and the top Raxes might be a little endangered. Juking out the LSA, he's gonna dodge it with most of his things, and now Illidan gonna come through to clear out these missions. Unless, oh man, this illusion's messing up Arzart. Messing him up like 30 mana at a time. What is it? 36 mana at a time, excuse me. Excuse me, Diffusal Blade, I beg your pardon. I mean, VP, they're still getting a good amount of farm. Ultimate on the Lifestealer as well as the Lone Druid, still decently high. But is it high enough? I'm not too sure. Because Dread is still doing his job, killing off the supports. That last fight, Solo didn't necessarily kill off the Shadow Demon completely. I don't know how you could half kill off someone, but I guess what I want to say is that he didn't kill off the Shadow Demon. He did get Disruption off, but it was not on a Phantom Lancer illusion, which I feel like sacking your Lifestealer in exchange for a Phantom Lancer illusion army is a lot more valuable. And hey, look at that. Phantom Lancer doing this thing. Yeah, but I feel like, yeah, just getting that Disruption onto a Phantom Lancer and then taking him is going to be worth a lot more than Illidan at this point. Because Bash is nice, it's one of the best tools that VP have just to lock down that PL. But at the same time, it's It's a Phantom Lancer with all of this stuff. And his illusions are messing you up, so why not turn that around against him? Maybe it was a misclick, who knows. I mean, it's kind of hard to misclick when Lifestealer is swamped in illusions and you click him. So I'm assuming it was deliberate. Spirit Bear is pretty darn stacked right now. 2,700 health. MKB, Battle Fury, even a Mjolnir completed. AC is up in the Lifestealer, so it's probably not going to be purchased up by the Lone Druid. And 55 minutes in, this game is starting to get a little bit better with Raxes down. And usually the games are like, we're just going to sit here with all our Raxes up, and no one really has an advantage. But Rox.Kis definitely do have the advantage right now. Arzart's going to be forced into his base all the time, and that means Solo. I have a mission for you, Solo, if you choose to accept it. Go in, snipe Arzart, and then get yanked back by the Keeper. And that is your mission. And it should be pretty easy for you as well, because you've been practicing for 55 minutes. I'm not hating on Arzart. I mean, Arzart is a fantastic player. I feel like in VP, he's just performing so much differently than Navi. Like, it just feels different. And he's like doing his job. He's landing LSAs, but there's really nothing at this point. It's not a thing. It's not a player thing. It's a hero thing. Like if he was Lone Druid right now, then he wouldn't be having these problems. But he's Lina against a stacked PL against Storm Spirit as well as Clockwork. There's nothing you can do. So I'm not hating on Arzart. I don't want anyone to say why you hating on Arzart. He's a good player. But just in this case, he's not a good hero. He's not a desirable hero to have on this team right now. Here we go. Push from VP, a bold move. They do have Aegis as well as Cheese. They're gonna open up with the Mana Leaks. Bear on the front lines. Oh my god, that would have killed the tower in like 5 hits if the fortification wasn't there. They're gonna try to breach this mid-racks, but here comes teleportation support from Yol. Here comes Solo, gonna snipe off NS immediately. There's the net Lifestealer bomb, but Solo actually gonna get bashed down. Lina gonna die as well. KSI gonna try to bash anyone he can. Biz gonna not be focused at all. Illidan trying to work him down, but it's not gonna be enough. Solo gonna burn a lot of his mana, gonna get entangled as well. Solo might die for the second time. He is just barely gonna make it out of there alive, but the Rax is in danger. Illidan gonna get completely surrounded by Phantom Lancer illusions, burn off the Aegis. Nightstalker has killed off Bangsword in the meantime, and Illidan still trying to work down those racks, but Biz is very much so alive, does have the buyback in 20 seconds as well. Solo gonna try to clear off all the illusions. There's another hook shot in. Illidan gonna get focused down. He will take out the racks, but Dread is gonna try to kill off KSI. It's gonna be close. He will do it by himself, and now Crazy completely surrounded in Phantom Lancer illusions. He's gonna die as well. Only another half set of racks, but here comes the buybacks as well as the TPs. Yol gonna get killed immediately by by a Laguna Blade, but hook shot in from Dread. Once again, gonna go for Arzart. Mission failed. You did not kill him. Illidan on the chase for Dread is going to be difficult. He does not have the rage, and Phantom Lancer going to get his illusion stolen. This could be big for VP. They're going to burn out the rest of the mana of Biz, but can they kill him off? He's just so tanky with that evasion as well. Illidan trying to bash him down. Lifestealer's having so much trouble with this, however, and Biz is going to escape and actually turn it around and kill off Arzart in the middle of nowhere with a couple of illusions. So Rox.Kis do lose their melee, but they burn the Aegis, they burn the Cheese, they burn a whole bunch of buybacks, and even though Solo's down for another 45 seconds without buyback, I think Rox.Kis might have taken that fight. I sure hope so, because I don't want this game to go on for much longer. Phantom Lancer, unkillable, 7,000 gold. Look, I was right. And I'm totally right. Crit. I said or Scotty. I didn't say or Scotty. Did I say that? I don't think I did. Crit, Butterfly, Manta, Diffusal Blade, Heart, Travels. This is... I'll call this A move Phantom Lancer. Attack move Lancer. Because at this point, you don't have to do anything. I mean, I guess you could purge... No, you didn't have any purge charges. I guess you could Spirit Lance people to slow them down. But really, it's just... You tell all your illusions to just go. You just make a big box, press A, and then... Oh, no, don't do that. Press A, and then just attack move into their base. And there's nothing they can do about it, because you're completely decked out. You have frickin' 4.2 agility growth per level. That is some shit right there. I mean, PL, if they want to nerf him, just drop it down to, like, 3. I feel like that won't be too unreasonable. He'll still be incredibly strong, just because he's PL and he'll be able to do things. But he won't have 4 agility growth per level. He has 31 armor. I mean, come on. I guess that is with the Butterfly and some agility from the Manta Style and Diffusal Blade. Oh, they're actually going to go for Biz. Do they have any true... Oh, the Centaur Stomp! Oh my god, here comes Dread as well as Solo. Gonna get an instant hex onto Crazy, pull him out of the cogs. Dread gonna get worked down very, very hard. Popping out the Ghost Scepter will save him, at least for the moment. NS needs to get a Phantom Lancer army. He not sure if he has picked them up. Yes, he has. Gonna stick them immediately onto Biz, dropping very, very low due to his own self. Now Illidan, though, out of mana, out of health. He's trying to run away from these illusions. He will make it out just barely with that armlet toggling. Crazy won't be as lucky, I don't feel. Dread still alive, gonna get another hook shot onto NS. Teleport out from Arzat, will stick the landing. KSI gonna bail as well. NS not gonna be as lucky. They do manage to take out Biz, but he doesn't care. Buy back into the game, boosted travel right in. But really, that Centaur Stomp, I mean, the rest of Rox.Kis was around. But that Centaur Stomp meant that there was no dust, and that meant that Biz got out. That Centaur might have just lost VP of the game. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm actually gonna go back to that. What, 60 minutes in? Okay, I think it was like 59. We'll go over that as soon as Rox.Kis finish moving their Lancer in. Here comes the Pain Train. Choo choo, and your towers are gonna die. And you don't have your Night Stalker or your Shadow Demon, so there's no Phantom Lancer illusions going to be working against Biz. I mean, they did the thing that did the most damage to Biz in that last fight was his own illusions from Disruption. And you know that you're in some trouble when that's the only real threat is yourself. Really, there's no one on VP who actually does anything else, except for the Lifestealer who could bash. But he doesn't have his Abyssal Blade. He's going to go for an MKB so he could actually try to hit people. But even then, he has Heaven's Halberd to deal with. More illusions. Tower's going to die. Tower's going to be fortified. Defend this tower with your life, gentlemen. And by the way, your top lane is in full breach. Someone's got to deal with that. It's going to be NS and Arzart once again. But here comes Biz. He's going to try to kill the bear. Oh my god. That bear just got messed up. KSI is going to take a good chunk of damage as well. Illidan on the front line. Solo going to zip right in. Going to go for the NS. Should be able to bring him down or at least occupy his time. Bane Elemental once again is going to be the first one to drop. But Illidan going to clear off the illusions very, very well with that damage. But he's going to get worked down by Dread, by Biz. Bear trapped in a set of cogs. The Rax is going to drop. That's going to be Megas in favor of VP. Where is Biz? There he is. Still very healthy. Doesn't give a crap in the world. Crazy. Trying to work him down. Will bring down Solo. Blinding Flash, though, going to make it very difficult for them. They will kill off Biz as well as the Keeper of the Light. That's going to be a 4-man wipe, so VP right now. If VP want to win, they buy back with anyone they can, which is no one. No one. And then push down the mid lane. They just gotta go for it, man. The Phantom Lancer doesn't have buyback for another 2 minutes, and they're up against Mega Creeps. They cannot win against Mega Creeps and Phantom Lancer. It's just not gonna happen. They have to just go down the mid lane, and this is exactly what they're doing. Arzart maybe stay back to defend, but this is the last chance for VP. They will have the Shadow Demon in a couple seconds. Does not have boots of travel though, so he's probably gonna be the one to defend. And this is their only chance. Y'all gonna set up some barriers for them. They're going to smoke in to move in just a little bit quicker, but taking an Illuminate to the face. They will bring down this set of Raxes. Phantom Lancer still not up. This is their only chance. Go for a GG. Go for Yul. But there's another hookshot from Dread. Going to catch the bear in the cogs. Crazy. Going to get mana leaked as well. The Raxes are going to be the target. Top lane's going to be next. If they could take Megas right now, then VP are still in it. But KSI as well as Crazy, they're just not healthy enough to do this. Blinding Flash going to push Lina back into some cogs. And, oh, what... No. Or you could let him go. Jesus, Dread. Why you do this to me? Mega Creep's gonna work down Crazy. Forced to pop his BKB just to run on out of there. And I feel like that might have been it. Dread gonna get hooked onto KSI, stunning Arzart along the way. Will kill off the bear. And now Dread in 5 seconds is gonna look for Arzart, although this melee creep probably is gonna be more than enough to kill him off. Here comes Lifestealer. We'll try to go for Dread, but the Ghost Scepter preventing that. That Fiend's Grip lasted for like 0 seconds. Solo's gonna zip in, kill off the Night Stalker, pull in Illidan, and that's gonna be GG. 63 minutes into the game, and the GG has been called. Let's actually go back to that other Centaur fight. Centaur fight. Here we go. I kind of much want to see this. This guy, Centaur Conqueror, I don't know who you think you are, I gotta say, but whatever you think you're doing, it's not appreciated. You're ruining games right now due to, like, neutral creep BS. Okay, so the rest of Rox.Kis was right here. And Biz? Oh no. Where's the dust? Oh, you can't. Actually, yeah, that means no open wounds. That would have been the death of Biz. I'm not saying that would have made a difference, but you know what? It might have. So thanks for watching, guys. After 65 minutes, Rox.Kis take the set 2-0 over VP. I'm going to try to get a score screen if it decides to come up, but it looks like it won't. Maybe it will. There it is. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this set. Like, subscribe, comment if you did. Otherwise, let me know why. But that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. GG.